What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. So, many people assume they'll be able to watch Diddy's trial live, especially after seeing so many high-profile celebrity cases broadcasted. But I'm here to break down the real reason this trial won't be televised. And it's probably going to piss some of you off. Okay, unlike other big celebrity trials, Diddy's trial won't be shown live on television. That is because he's facing federal criminal charges, and federal courts don't allow any cameras or photos inside the courtroom. This rule has been around since 1946 and hasn't changed. So the only way people will get to see what's happening is through journalists and courtroom sketch artists. Even if Diddy were facing state charges instead of federal ones, the trial still wouldn't be broadcast live. That's because New York has some of the strictest rules in the country when it comes to media coverage and courtrooms. In fact, New York and Louisiana are the only two states that still completely ban video coverage of court cases. These strict rules date all the way back to the 1935 trial of the man accused of kidnapping and unaliving Charles Lindbergh's baby. The courtroom was chaotic. During that trial, photographers, camera crews were climbing on witness tables and using bright flash bulbs. The legal community were horrified, which made the legal system freak out and push for more courtroom control. After that, rules were put in place across the country to keep things more respectful in courtrooms. When television came along, the rules were updated, especially because defense lawyers were worried that having trials on camera could hurt their clients' chances. So, over time, some of those rules relaxed in other states, especially with the rise of television because people wanted more transparency. So, judges in many places started allowing cameras in court on a case-by-case basis. New York actually tested out letting cameras in court from 1987 to 1997, but they ended that experiment. Defense lawyers in New York still have a lot of influence and argue that cameras could hurt their clients' chances in court. Still, many people think it's time for a change. New York State Senator Brad HOYLMAN-SIGAL, who's trying to get cameras allowed again, said it doesn't make sense that New York, often called the media capital of the world, still bans cameras in court. He believes the public deserves to see everything that happens. He had this to say: "We are the media capital of the world. We like to think, and the fact that cameras aren't permitted in one of our three branches of government is unacceptable. It's one of the most consequential trials of our modern age. I think the public has a right to see exactly what happens in that courtroom." He has also sponsored a bill to try to change that. I'm with you, Senator. I am with you. I really hope that bill gets passed because we the people deserve transparency in the courtroom. It makes no sense that New York is still this strict just because defense attorneys claim cameras could hurt their clients' chances. How does a camera hurt anything? It's literally just recording what's already happening, right? If a lawyer thinks a camera can ruin their case, maybe they're just not a good lawyer. Because if your client is truly innocent, then showing the trial live shouldn't harm anything at all. In fact, it would help the people see the truth for themselves. This reminds me, New York's no-tech rule in court isn't new. When I was about 15, my best friend was all worded, and I had to testify in court. I have talked about it before in one of my videos. I remember going into the courthouse, and they had this tray where you had to put everything you were carrying before going through the metal detector. Then when you left, they gave all your stuff back. I forgot about that until now. So anyway, this whole rule really needs to change. The fact that New York and Louisiana are the only two states that still completely ban video coverage of trials is ridiculous. So yeah, if we want to keep up with what's happening in the Diddy trial, we are going to have to rely on courtroom sketch artists and journalists, since they are the only ones allowed inside to show and tell the public what's going on. So yeah, this is the real reason why Diddy's trial will not be broadcasted live. It will not be shown. Yeah, this is the real reason, because there are no cameras allowed in New York courtrooms. Okay, had it been in California, anywhere else but New York and Louisiana, it would have been broadcasted everywhere. So New York suck. They need to change that law, because it makes no sense. It makes no sense. It's all because some stupid defense attorneys claim cameras could hurt their clients' chances. Are you kidding me? Cameras could hurt your client's chances. No, it's because you suck as a freaking lawyer because of the camera. No, you suck. Don't blame the camera. It's not the camera's fault that you suck. Please. How can the camera... it just makes no sense. It's absurd. For real. It's absurd. It is ridiculous. This is the reason why New York courts don't allow any technology. You guys, what are your thoughts on all of this? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you don't miss any new episodes. And stay tuned, because I will be bringing you all the Diddy updates. You better believe it. All right? So I will see you on the next one. Peace.